Welcome to the second presentation in our series of 2 on using video in your career campaign. In the last presentation, we talked about why it's important to build your personal brand to help market yourself to potential employers, and using social media and video to do that. If you haven't seen that video yet, I recommend watching it first and then coming back. Now we're going to get into how you can do a good professional video resume. Could I do a video resume, and how? I love that picture because it really describes how some people feel about doing video. If you're wondering whether or not you could do a good video resume, the answer is probably yes. You may not be familiar with the process, but it's really pretty easy, and I'm going to talk to you about what it actually takes to put together a professional video resume. I think probably the biggest concern about doing a video resume is not wanting to come across bad. If you're thinking about doing something a little outrageous or goofy or unprofessional, it's really better not to do one at all. But doing something professional and positive is actually very easy. So how? There are really 3 basic steps to doing a good video resume: design, record, and distribute. Design. This is where you choose a style and decide what you want to say. There are a few basic popular styles. There's a standard video resume. This is a head and shoulders shot where you tell a little bit about yourself. There's the interview style, where you answer questions that you've chosen and rehearsed. There's a presentation style, where you display your video on one portion of the screen and use presentation style text next to the video to highlight important points, as if you're giving a presentation. And there are more custom options like the executive commercial style that doesn't require any filming. Once you've decided on a style, you then just need to decide what you want to say. CN Video Resumes offers an ebook and video workshop that walks you through step by step everything you need to know in order to do this. But the first step is to write an effective elevator speech or introduction. This is necessary for any style you choose. It's also useful for networking, job interviews, and job fairs. The workshop also covers how to effectively use the STAR methodology to describe situations. If someone were to say to you, "Oh, I'm very reliable. I always go above and beyond what's expected of me to get the job done," how confident are you that it's true? Of course they're going to say that. But if someone describes a situation, tells a story about a situation where they went above and beyond, you'd probably come to the conclusion that they are reliable and do go above and beyond. In order to tell that story properly, you need to use the STAR methodology. That's STAR, situation, task, actions, results. It's important to use proper etiquette when producing a video resume. This is also something we cover in more detail in our video workshop, but just as an example, you always want to keep it positive. I once did an interview-style video resume for someone who chose to answer the question, "Why are you looking to change jobs?" Her response was, "Because I don't feel there's a lot of opportunity with my current employer." I stopped her at that point, and we modified the answer a bit. Instead, she said, "I'm looking to advance in my career and take on more responsibilities, and I want to see what's available within other companies and industries." Record. The most important thing in the recording step is professionalism. This means you, the setting, and the video itself. About you. Dress as if you're going to an interview. I can't emphasize this enough. This may very well be their first impression of you, so you want to make it a good one. Make sure your body language shows confidence. This is covered in the ebook and video workshop, but just a few quick tips. Make sure you have an open stance. No arm crossing, leg crossing, or even holding one arm across your body to grab the other. Make good eye contact. When filming a video resume, I put the teleprompter right below the camera lens so you appear to be making eye contact. No fidgeting. Sit up straight, shoulders back but relaxed. I often have my customers do an exercise right before we start filming. Take a deep breath and raise both of your arms straight up in the air. Then while exhaling, bring your arms straight down to your side slowly. This straightens your posture, relaxes your shoulders, and forces you to take a deep breath, which can also relax you and increase your confidence. As far as the setting, you want something simple. You don't want anything crazy in the background or it may distract your viewer. Just a plain wall or backdrop is probably best. I use solid backdrops in professional colors or green screen to drop in simple professional backgrounds. You also want to be careful about sound. People may view your video if the video quality or lighting is poor, but if the audio is bad, they won't continue watching. I once viewed a video resume out on YouTube. The woman spoke very softly. I could hardly hear her, but I had no difficulty hearing the rooster crowing in the background. That's probably not a good thing. Speak up loud and clear and show a lot of enthusiasm. It can feel silly, like you're overacting, but on a video it really does come across much better and more interesting. Try to avoid using run-on sentences. Your voice inflection is better at the beginning and the end of a sentence. If you use run-on sentences, there's too much in the middle. And in this case, practice really does make perfect. The more you practice, the more comfortable you are, and that really comes across. Just like when you give your elevator speech, it just flows more naturally if you've practiced and you know exactly what you want to say. It's not often you have the opportunity to really practice for a first impression, so you really want to take advantage of that. As for the video itself, just like with a traditional resume, your video resume must be professional. Don't put something out there that looks like it was done on your laptop webcam. Get some help from a professional. CN Video Resumes are the video resume experts. We offer professional services, high-definition video, packages, or custom solutions, and surprisingly affordable rates. If you don't want to use professional services, we offer a do-it-yourself workshop that goes over everything you need to know to produce your own professional video resume. Go to cnvideoresumes.com and click on the Resource Center. Then click on the link that says, "How would you like a video workshop and ebook?" towards the bottom of the page. And finally, distribution. There are a couple of good ways to distribute your video resume. The first we've pretty much already discussed. When producing video resumes for our customers, we always upload the video to the internet so we can help you to provide the link to others or add the video to your other social media sites. And if you've joined any networking groups, you'll want to start a discussion letting people know about your video and invite them to view it. The second way is by adding the link on your resume and cover letter so when you submit them to potential employers, they can click the link to view your video resume. Include this on any resumes you have posted online as well. Don't send a CD. If you've got a link to a YouTube video on your resume or you send someone the link and invite them to view it, that's fine, and most people will click it. But it's just not a good idea for anyone to take a CD from someone they don't know and put it into their drive and open it. You don't know what's on there. It could be a virus, spyware, so it's just not a good idea to send someone a CD unless you've spoken with them and they're expecting it. If you're working with a recruiter, make sure to email a link to them so they can pass it along to their contacts as well. We go over distribution and adding your video to your social media sites in more detail in the ebook and video workshop mentioned earlier. Okay, well thanks for viewing. I hope these videos have been helpful. If you're serious about your career search and producing a professional video resume, give us a call at 314-497-5204 or visit our website at cnvideoresumes.com and go to the Contact Us page. You can also feel free to connect with us on Twitter at twitter.com/cnvideoresumes, become a fan of our Facebook page, or connect with us on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/cnvideoresumes. Thanks again and happy job hunting!